The first winter on the farm hit hard. We had a period of about 10 days where we did not get above freezing and had many days in the negatives, which is actually not super normal for the area I live in. It happens, but not usually for quite so long, which means that we don't really have the infrastructure for long periods of time below freezing. So I had a lot of learning to do and really fast. Today's episode of farming in single digits. Actually, it's not single digits today, but I'm going to pretend it was. You know, it was. When you're not prepared. I finally bought water heaters for outside. Because I'm afraid to do them inside. I'm not doing it, guys. I just don't trust them. But I bought water heaters for the troughs outside. And but almost a present, so we are hauling buckets. What up? I'm gonna be so ready. The water heaters definitely helped for the horses, but the chicken coops aren't anywhere near an electrical outlet, so I couldn't run any water heaters to their coops, which meant that I did a lot of hauling buckets from my house to their coops throughout the day. As if I didn't have enough going on, Grace injured her foot right around the beginning of the winter. So the entire winter was spent wrapping it and soaking it and rewrapping it to keep it clean in the muddy winter weather so that it would get better. To say that I was looking forward to spring is a serious understatement, but it was right around the corner. time was spent starting seeds and getting ready for an exciting growing season, but what I didn't know was coming was that we were going to have a spring of ducklings. Sometime in like late February, one of my mama ducks took off and returned with about 10 ducklings in early April. And then shortly after that, a second mama duck took off and made her home nest bed in the hayloft of the barn. I spent a while wondering how the heck she was getting up there. And finally, one night, shortly after feeding, I managed to capture this video of her going up the stairs. I worried for a long time how the heck she was going to get a whole bunch of ducklings back down the stairs once they hatched, but at some point she managed to do it because I came home one day to this. She had camped out in Grace's stall and hatched about 10 more ducklings. Luckily, pretty much everyone on the farm thought they were pretty cute. The duckling saga continues for a while. I ended up with another duck that took off and had babies in the late fall. So we had quite a population boom, and I'll share a little more about how we handled that later. Most of the summer was spent working in the garden and taking care of animals, but we did participate in our first farmers market. I say we because obviously Banjo helped. I had been dying to try that Pinterest trick where you let your chickens carve your pumpkins for you. So on Halloween, I finally did it. I don't know if it turned out quite how it's supposed to, but I mean, they did look like skulls. And pretty soon we were prepping for winter. Banjo loves a trip to the feed store. We go every week, and he gets to ride in the front seat because the back of the car gets filled up with shavings. And then every week I stock the tech room so we have everything ready for the week. And for the second year in a row, my Christmas Eve looked something like this. This might be a hot take, but I've got to say, I thoroughly enjoy spending my holidays taking care of Grace and the donkeys and all the animals. Something very peaceful about it, even when they're stealing hay. Of course, for Christmas, we did have a few visitors, including my sister's adorable cat and my sister, of course. I hosted everybody for Christmas morning brunch at the farm and made obviously a quiche because what else do you make when you have an abundance of eggs? And that was year 2 on the farm. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you can see more farm content.